Hey guys, so now that you have a guitar, let's go over the different parts of it so we know exactly what each part does. So the acoustic guitar, it's much like a person. It has a body. This is what they call the body. It also has a neck and also a head. And they call this the headstock. And it holds tuners. And the tuners hold the end of the strings. And you can twist the tuners to make them higher, lower, get the pitch desired for each string. And on acoustics, they have usually separated 3 strings on the top, 3 strings on the bottom. And it depends on the type of acoustic, but most acoustics do that. And the strings feed through this guy right here, and this is called a nut. And it just separates the strings through little grooves, and it's made out of plastic or bone, depending on what has the best sound. Some people say bone, but it's all preference. And then the strings move on down the neck through these little wires, and these are called frets. And that separates our notes here in the Western culture of our 12 semitones or half steps. And I'll go into detail later about those. And so the strings get resonance. And how does it get that sound? Well, it's all through the sound hole here in the body. And for acoustics, you get that sound because the body resonates and it comes out the sound hole, and that's why you're able to hear it. Now on electrics, they don't have the sound hole. They'll have pickups instead, which are like little tiny microphones. And then you move on down to the bridge. And this is basically the same thing as the nut up here. It separates the strings in tiny grooves, and then they're held in place by pegs. And the pegs just hold the string in place. And usually on guitars, now this guitar doesn't have one, you'll see a little black strip that kind of comes out like this. That's called a pick guard. And when you strum, you don't want your pick to scratch your guitar, so they just put an extra piece of plastic there. So, because when you're strumming really hard, you're getting into the song, you don't want to mess up your guitar. So, that's what the pick guard is for. So those are the parts of the acoustic guitar.